Peace, Universal Family. In celebration of Black History Month, we will be analyzing an achievement of the black race that is often overlooked, often swept under the rug, often concealed. But from my standpoint, I asked a rhetorical question: why does nobody want to discuss the role black people played in the creation of the white race? Wouldn't that be an invention of the black man? Let's look into this matter a little deeper. Okay, why did we run Yaqub and his maid devil from the root of civilization over the hot Arabian desert into the caves of West Asia, as they now call it Europe? What does it mean in the EU and RPE? How long ago? What did the devil bring with him? What kind of life did he live? Then how long before Musa came to teach them their forgotten trick knowledge? This degree details the expulsion of the culture seed from the root of civilization. And in supreme mathematics, the number 4 means culture or freedom. Therefore, when I refer to the white man as the culture seed, this is because the white man is the 4th form of Homo sapiens sapiens. The 1st and 2nd form of Homo sapiens sapiens were the black man and the brown man of the Nile Valley. Their knowledge and wisdom spread and born new civilizations in the Harappo Valley and the Arabian Peninsula of Asia Minor. The 3rd man is the yellow man. However, the race of the Caucasian white man was brought into existence using eugenics, or what is called selective breeding, approximately 6,100 years ago. Selective breeding techniques are still being used today. For instance, dog breeders who prefer their pets to look and behave a certain way can manipulate the genes of the animal to alter, destroy, or suppress the less desirable characteristics in any breed. They can produce the desired traits within that breed. By manipulating those genes, they can, manipulate the size of the dog, the color of his coat or his eyes. They can also change the dog's temperament. By doing this, they can even create a new breed of dog. For example, breeders of pit bulls can manipulate this breed of dog to produce blue-nosed pit bulls by breeding a male dog who carries a recessive gene trait that gives his coat and nose a silver or charcoal color with a female dog who also carries this trait. This will result in a litter of pups that will look like this. Therefore, we teach that the hybrid plant or animal is a grafted life form, and it is technically unnatural because it cannot be produced naturally within nature. Man has to manipulate the plant or animal's reproductive process to produce the grafted gene. This also applies to the white man. The white race is a hybrid life form because they could not exist without being grafted or manufactured by black people through selective breeding. Many of you have been fooled into believing that climate, atmospheric pressure, and geographical location are responsible for the differences in the skin pigmentation and physical features of the races. However, this is a deliberate oversimplification that is used to deceive you into thinking race is purely a social construct with no substantiation in biology. But if climate, elevation, and geography alone were responsible for turning dark people white, then why haven't the Tibetan monks living in the Himalayas turned white? Why haven't the Inuit people, who are commonly referred to as Eskimos, why have they retained their dark features though they've been living in the Arctic North Pole region for thousands of years? Why have none of these melanated people undergone the extreme loss of skin pigmentation or the significant changes in their bone structure that is commonly present in the Caucasian white race? It is because white people cannot be produced naturally. It doesn't matter how cold the environment is or how high the elevation or mountains are where these melanated people live. No group of black, brown, or yellow people will ever become white without intentionally using selective breeding to eliminate the dominant genetic features that make them dark. As long as these dominant genetic features are present within their gene pool, then the recessive genes that gives the white race their pale skin, blonde hair, and blue eyes will be too suppressed and neutralized to be found widespread within the population. There may be individual cases of albinism present within the population, But even the genetic mutation of albinism would typically get absorbed and suppressed in the next generation when the albino interbreeds with a naturally melanated person. Likewise, without selective breeding and marriage laws to prohibit the darker people from marrying and cohabitating with whomever they choose, then the emergence of white people could never occur. Therefore, it was by using selective breeding techniques to produce lighter complexions that the albino gene carriers of our species were then crossbred with the Neanderthal man to produce the hybrid white man. And it is a fact that the Caucasian white man has 3% Neanderthal DNA. So now we ask the question, who is the colored man? The colored man is a Caucasian white man, or Yakub's grafted devil of the planet Earth. This fourth addition to the Homo sapiens sapiens species would be a genetically recessive humanoid with the ill temperament and aggressive behavior of the Neanderthal man. And this grafted nature would make him the polar opposite of black people, and the differences in their nature would result in conflict that kept these races in opposition to one another constantly. As a result, these black people, who were the original form of Homo sapiens sapiens, would exile the grafted white man from the Nile Valley to the Caucasus Mountains, where his race would degenerate into a beastly state. The invention of the white race was the intellectual property of the black man. According to the mythology of the Jewish Kabbalah and the Nation of Islam, this man's name was Yakub, or Jacob of the Bible. Whenever the Bible references Jacob's flock, it is referring to a tribe of people. These were Yakub's followers, and this is indicated by the jots. Whenever it mentions Jacob's flock in the Torah, there are jots present over those letterings. However, any black man who adopts an ideology of self-hatred and intentionally engages in perpetuating the self-destruction of the black community is Yakub. Thus, this black history fact explains how black people created the white people. Like, subscribe, leave comments, and I look forward to seeing you when I do part 2. Peace.